up, you guys? Welcome or welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. For those of you that don't know me and haven't been here before, welcome. This is a space where I review high-end to luxury beauty and just for you guys to take a peek at my collection. Today we're going to be looking at the new Silk Earth palette by Dior. It actually launched in the US today, but it launched a few days ago in the Netherlands, and that's why I actually have this palette already. Now, for those of you that don't know me, you probably don't know my Instagram. It's Sonia Butler 2001, and the reason why I mention that is because I have been posting a lot on Instagram, and one of the things that I have been posting about is the fact that this eye is recovering from an eye infection. It's very unfortunate, and I haven't been using any makeup, so the fact that I'm using this palette, I do want to address that I wouldn't recommend using any of your makeup when you are when you have an active eye infection or even when you are recovering, even if you're using medication. So this is definitely a classic do as I say, don't do as I do. I have sort of recovered from the eye infection. I think it looks a lot better, and normally I probably wouldn't even have picked up this palette yet. I have 70% alcohol with me that I'm going to clean my brushes and the palette with by the end of this video, but I just want to say that for those of you that are wondering about the infection, unfortunately, I'm still recovering. I did wake up and it looked quite normal, but you know what? I'm not even going to take any risks. The only risk I'm going to be taking is to demo the eyeshadow palette because I do want to get this video out earlier for you guys. So that's my little disclaimer. Also, follow me on Instagram if you want to see what I'm wearing on a daily basis, kind of my returns, if you will. Also, if you do like this palette and you want to get it and you want to support my channel, I'm going to put the affiliate down below. I do earn a little bit of commission if you use the affiliate, but everything I earn right now is going to go back into my YouTube channel because I am a very, very small channel, and therefore everything you see on my channel, on my Instagram, anything, I have bought myself. I think only one video I mentioned that I have gotten PR. So it's okay, that's definitely fine. As someone that's an enthusiast and a hobbyist, I'm not like waiting to get PR or anything, but I do want to mention that everything you see here is bought by me, and if you do want to support, that's the way you can support as well. Anyway, enough rambling, let's get into the video. So this is the Silk Earth palette. It's the 609 palette, and it's described as a delicate mix of nude and copper tints and a dark rosewood. I paid 64 euros for it. I'll put the prices down below. And this is what the palette looks like. It has a net weight of 0.24 ounces or 7 grams. It's made in France and it has a shelf life of 6 months. I'll make sure to put the ingredient list somewhere here. Such a stunning palette. I also swatched the palette for you guys. The middle shade I put vertically on the side, so to distinguish from the other four. And I would say, looking at this, it looks like a beautiful fall palette. Don't you think? It doesn't look like a summer palette to me. It looks like fall. Okay, so I zoomed you guys all in. You might want to follow along with a little palette over here. And I'm first going to go in with this beautiful middle shade. Then let's go into the darker shade. Then I want to go into that beautiful copper shade. Going in with the lightest shade. Then going in with the red shade on the lash line. Okay, let's do the other eye off camera. So before I go into my final thoughts on the palette, I do want to say that I have been using a sample size of the DIOR Forever foundation. Is that what it's called? It was a little sample. It's in the shade 2N, which is a little bit too light for me and a little bit too, I guess, rosy toned. I think if you build it up, it will not match my neck area. It would look a little bit too pink on me. That's okay because it's a sample and it's just me trying out the formulation, but the formulation also feels incredibly dry on my skin. Now I'm in combination to oily skin type, so the fact that something feels dry is actually quite shocking to me. It feels like there's already been a powder, like a setting powder infused in it. Personally, it looks alright. It looks alright in the video. It also looks alright because I have been going over with it with, for example, my Rare Beauty sculpting bronzer stick and the Le Beige blush by Chanel, making it look dewier than it is, but it really emphasized a lot of my dry patches. For example, if I have a pimple, it accentuates that pimple area and the skin around it. So it won't be a full-on purchase for me, and I just wanted to mention that. Also, the lip color is a sample. I'll link it down below. It says here it's DIOR ADDICT DIOR 8. But I have no idea what shade it is. Maybe the shade names are just the numbers, no idea. Anyway, but I do really like this lip formulation. It feels very nourishing. The pigment was really well done. It did look a little streaky when I first applied it with my lip brush, but I think that's just because I have to apply it with a lip brush because it came in a little bullet sample. So I think that if you buy the bullet, you probably won't have any of that streakiness. Anyway, now let's go into the eyeshadow palette. First off, the eyeshadow palette is very beautiful. I feel very fall appropriate. I don't know why they launched it right now, but I'm happy that they finally launched again something that's part of their core line. I recently reviewed the Wild Raffia palette. That should be part of the core line as well. I checked on the website. It doesn't say limited edition on either of them. Now DIOR is very into the limited edition palettes. They look beautiful, but I can't have a YouTube channel with a collection of only limited edition items. That frustrates the hell out of most of you, and honestly it frustrates me too. So I'm happy to review DIOR when it's part of the core line, and maybe I'll pick up some of the limited edition items. I did really like that, I think, what is it called, Mirror palette that's coming out for the fall. Yeah, I'm still debating to get that one, but you know, first things first, let's talk about this palette. All the shades I feel performed really nicely. This middle shade I really liked in the crease, but it might have been a little bit too shimmery for my crease area. I definitely would use this somewhere else next time. The inner corner highlight is a very soft but subtle inner corner highlight, and I did really like the way that that looked. You know, you can't go wrong with a great brown tone, but the brown tone was definitely necessary to make this palette as a whole. And I'm not really into red tones, but this one is very flattering on the eyes. And it also has that kind of satin sheen, which makes this overall a very nice palette to have. This copper color definitely would be great for summer as well. It gave me such pumpkin Halloween vibes. I put this all over the lid, and these two shades together, or just these three, would probably already make for a beautiful eye look. And if you ask me if I would recommend it, yes, if you like this color story. It's that classic DIOR formula where it's not like too shimmery and too shiny, but it has that kind of sophisticated eyeshadow feel. Now I'm gonna end the video here. I always hope that these videos don't get too long. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked anything about this video. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section down below. I can write really long replies, so don't be shocked when I do that. It's just because I like to nerd out about makeup with you guys, and I don't have anyone in my direct vicinity that I can do that with. So it's just my pure excitement. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to wish you guys all a really beautiful day. I'm going to take off my makeup. I'm going to clean all of the makeup and the brushes that I used today. And I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye.